Therefore, Mr. Chair, may I respectfully move that Governor Mamba be detained pursuant to our rules and be meted out the penalty that is supposed to be meted out pursuant to our rules. So move, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Chairman Acop. There is a motion to issue a detention order for Governor Mamba at a maximum penalty of violating undue interference in the rules of House. Duly seconded. Is there any objections on the part of the Committee on Public Accounts? The motion is carried.
Giving him 3 months is more than enough para po malaman niya yung mga dapat niyang gawin. And in fact, okay lang sana kung hindi siya. Pero pati po yung miyembro ng kanyang mga kasamahan sa provincial government ng Cagayan ay hindi rin niya pinapayagang dumalo sa komiting ito, ay siguro po mas marapat na nating desisyonan ang bagay na ito dahil tayo naman po lahat alam ko may puso naman tayo. Pero pag nakikita natin na patuloy tayong binabaliwala, lalong-lalo na ng isang dating miyembro ng chamber na ito, siguro po dapat disiplinahin na natin ang dapat disiplinahin. Maraming salamat.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, before we rule on that motion, yes, Congressman Palma, please proceed.
Before you rule on the motion, pasensya na po, galing din ako sa local government unit. Siyempre nagsisimpatiya rin tayo. Can I ask a favor? For the last time, we'll ask again for him to appear. If he will not appear on the next hearing, then said motion, I will be the co-sponsor of that motion. We will give him the last chance, if that would be possible, Mr. Chair, to have fairness and for him to appear before this committee.
There's not a motion, but a manifestation coming from the good Deputy Majority Leader Palma that we will give another chance for Governor Mamba. And, but of course, just again, for the record, information of everyone, nagsimula yung hearing May 31 pa. Pina-excuse na lang siya doon sa second hearing dahil hindi naman sumasagot. Dahil in-invoke yung sub-judice, in which napakalinaw na walang sub-judice rule in a committee hearing with regards to inquiry in aid of legislation. That is a clear constitutional provision in our constitution. So anyway, and they keep on defying the orders from this committee. Yes, Congressman Alyong.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So as not the public will misconstrue what we're doing here, baka sabihin nila ay nagpa-power trip tayo dito. In fact, Mr. Chair, in sobrang lenient ang pag-extend ng committee ito. We've been lenient, the chairpersons, we've been lenient for the past several months. In fact, we've given all those who are requested to appear before this committee in order that we can resolve the case. Hindi ho sila. They consistently, deliberately ignore the requests, the invitations, and the summons. So para po sa publiko, alam niyo po ang ginagawa po dito sa Kongreso, as Chair Romeo Acop, Manong Acop, mentioned earlier, hindi po ito dahil gusto lang namin. Alam niyo po, Mr. Sinding, kung anong nagbibigay sa amin dito ng kapangyarihan? Ang konstitusyon. So Mr. Chair, if all these people who are needed to appear before this committee deliberately refuse to at least honor the invitation of this committee, that is tantamount to violating the very constitution which this committee is given the power to investigate and to inquire. So, kung yung fairness lang po pag-uusapan, Mr. Chair, sobrang fair po ng committee ito and sobrang lenient po ang committee ito. I just want that put into record so that we will not be misconstrued by the public.
Thank you, John. Vice Chair.
Also, Mr. Chair.
Ako, Chair.
Before we recognize anybody else, we understand the sentiments of Representative Palma. Now, I also would like to emphasize the fact that the defiance of the orders of this committee is not just limited to the governor's presence himself, but the fact that he refused to issue travel orders to employees of the provincial government that have been invited by these committees to appear, it has further degraded the authority of these committees. No? So rather than maybe giving him the excuse to allow those under him to disrespect the invitations of this committee, maybe it's also high time that we enforce not only our authority but our legal right to investigate this matter.
Mr. Chair,
Thank you, Co-Chair. Before I recognize Onavia, let me recognize Kong Rilio. Please proceed, sir.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, with regards to the manifestation of the Honorable Palma, I think this committee has given so many chances to the Honorable Governor Mamba. In fact, we started this investigation since May 31. And of course, we do not forget that Governor Mamba was once a member of this House of Representatives. And he very well knows the consequences of not following the orders of this House and especially this committee. Ang sa akin naman po, the more responsibility na mas alam mo yung consequences na yan being a former member of this chamber. And giving him 3 months is more than enough para po malaman niya yung mga dapat niyang gawin. And in fact, okay lang sana kung hindi siya. Pero pati po yung miyembro ng kanyang mga kasamahan sa provincial government ng Cagayan ay hindi rin niya pinapayagang dumalo sa committee ito, ay siguro po mas marapat na nating desisyonan ang bagay na ito dahil tayo naman po lahat alam ko may puso naman tayo. Pero pag nakikita natin na patuloy tayong binabaliwala, lalong-lalo na ng isang dating miyembro ng chamber na ito, siguro po dapat disiplinahin na natin ang dapat disiplinahin. Maraming salamat.
Thank you for that manifestation, Congressman Rilio. Yes, Congressman Onavia.
also Mr. Chair, are we not in the possession of the video clip regarding Governor Mamba during his flag ceremony regarding his statement that sino daw yung mga vote buyers, Mr. Chair? Maybe can I request to play?
Okay. Yes, please proceed,
Before
Co-Chair.
it is played, I would like to acknowledge the presence of our committee members, Representative Wawa Fortes of the 2nd District of Sorsogon, sir. Thank you. Our Vice Chairperson, Ann Matibag of the 1st District of Laguna. Thank you po.
Do you have the video clips with regards to the request of Congressman Onavia? Habang inanap pa, yes, the Honorable Palma, please proceed.
Yeah, there's a pending motion and it was seconded. I submit to the wisdom of this committee. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy Majority Leader Palma. Now, there's a motion to cite in contempt Governor Mamba for undue interference, duly seconded on the part of the Committee on Public Accounts. Any objection? The chair is none. The motion is carried.
Do I hear a similar motion on the part of the Committee on Suffrage and Electoral Reforms?
Mr. Chair, on the part of the Committee on Suffrage and Reforms, I move that we cite in contempt Governor Mamba for undue interference. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Second.
There's a motion to cite the Governor in contempt, duly seconded. Is there any objection? On the part of the Committee on Suffrage and Electoral Reforms, the motion is approved.
Mr. Chair, before somebody moves for the motion for detention of Mr. Mamba, can I just manifest, Mr. Chair, if I may?
Gaano katagal yan?
1 minute lang.
May apro,
Yeah.
sige, please proceed.
In order to dismiss the allegations, Mr. Chair, although we know it's clearly unfounded kasi kinakalat ni Mamba, ni Governor Mamba na I'm just using this committee of this house, for my political gain, that I filed this house resolution in joint committee just to pursue my political agenda against Mamba. And in order to shield this committee, Mr. Chair, and the House of Representatives as a whole on such a baseless allegation, I respectfully register for the record my abstention from the voting in this instant motion, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Duly noted. COMSEC is directed to take note of the vote of Congressman Lara with regards to the contempt order for Governor Mamba. Chairman Acop, please proceed.
Mr. Chair, as what we have done with the other officers of the provincial government of Cagayan that after they have been cited in contempt, we move for the detention of the people who are cited in contempt. Therefore, Mr. Chair, may I respectfully move that Governor Mamba be detained pursuant to our rules and be meted out the penalty that is supposed to be meted out pursuant to our rules. So move, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Chairman Acop. There is a motion to issue a detention order for Governor Mamba at a maximum penalty of violating undue interference in the rules of House. Duly seconded. Is there any objections? On the part of the Committee on Public Accounts, the motion is carried.
Laban Pinas.